We are
live on location.
Whose location?
In Kamloops at the House of Misfit. Here on, you left it over there. As you can see, we're as professional as always. It's been a while since we've been on location. It's been a while since we've been live. We haven't done a stream since December, I think. And it's also been a while since we've been here at the House of Misfit.
It was last year.
It was last year.
Yeah.
It was like an entire year ago.
Yeah. Did you grow taller since then?
No.
I feel like Jessica got a little braver since then. Jess got braver.
Yeah.
Because you've been doing new things.
Well, it is February, so my regular depression is seasonal depression. But you know, my therapist said if it's okay to be afraid, just do it scared.
Yeah.
So do it.
Do it anyway.
Do it anyway.
Feel the fear.
Yeah.
Do it anyway.
It's kind of a welcome to the stream. Depression.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're all very afraid right now, but we're doing it anyway.
We're doing it anyways. Yeah, gestures broadly to the whole world.
It's a terrifying time to be alive, if you haven't noticed. But let's try to turn that feeling around.
Well, welcome back, guys. It's nice to have you both back at the House of Misfit.
Yeah.
So
It's always a pleasure to be here.
yeah, my house is your house.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I do feel at home. For sure.
So, what's new for you since the last time we visited?
Well, it's been a whole year, so yeah, lots. We have been branching off into more events. You know, the shop is still kicking. We got new vendors selling in the shop, and yeah, I mean, it's January, February, so it's that time of year where it's kind of like a little stressful as a small business owner. But yeah, I had a great Christmas and just kind of looking to 2025 and hoping for the best.
Yeah. So you've now been in business for more than a full year, right? But it's not quite 2 years yet, or
It'll be 2 years in June.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So far, looking at like December, January, and into February, is it kind of on par with what it was for the year before, or is it improved, or is it not as good? What would you say?
Well, yeah. So I was kind of like I opened in the middle of the year,
Yeah.
so it took me until June last year to be able to like compare. But now this year, going into it, I can definitely compare. I mean, I'm very grateful that at least year over year there is a trend upwards until this month, and then it just went. Yeah. So February, this month has been my worst month so far, ever. But you know,
Woohoo!
I'm still in that like, you know, I'm still in that scary first few years
For
of
sure.
business where, you know, I haven't like, you know, I have accepted that, you know, I may have to call it, but I just am kind of also like, but I have a lot of stuff I want to do this year. So like, I don't really want to go, you know, get a real full-time job.
No, who would?
Yeah. You know, I want to keep kind of building this out. So it's,
Yeah.
like I renew my lease in April. So, you know, I'll at least have another year to keep doing stuff.
I love how ambitious you are.
Oh God.
Like incredibly. Yeah.
It sounds like maybe you don't love that so much.
No, it's exhausting. I'm so tired. But
stop it.
I also think it's kind of like impulse control. Like I just, if there's something like, if it's a good idea, I just kind of have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'm kind of, it's a superpower. I think that's the neurodivergence, but I like, you know, it's that superpower that's like, you know, if it wasn't for that, you know, I wouldn't have went to Toronto. I wouldn't have went to college. Like I wouldn't have left my hometown like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah. But thank you. That's very nice. I'm not
Totally.
Yeah.
Because you kind of describe yourself as somewhat shy and, you know, you like to go in your shell, you know, at the end of the day.
Yeah, I'm an extrovert and an introvert.
Yeah,
like
I can relate.
I can be that person I need to be to like run the business, but you know, my inner world is kind of a little bit more
On fire?
Yeah. A little bit more private and kind of just more like introverted. I like to hang out at home and, maybe see friends, but usually I just chill with my cat and, watch a lot of true crime.
I'm trying to lead up to something that you've done recently since we've seen you last.
Yeah.
And it's something that you're so passionate about RuPaul. So what have you been doing lately?
I started drag.
Nice!
And for anybody who may be watching, yes, I do realize how I look. I do not look like a man. I have a lot of, can I say balls on TV?
I think so, yeah.
Sure. Tennis balls,
I have a lot of basketballs.
Yep.
But drag is for anybody, and I've always thought about doing drag. I've been watching Drag Race forever. Someone in the community, and it wasn't me, but someone in the community organized a amateur drag night, and I just was finally like, hey, why not? Like, I have a number in my head. Like, I already have things thought out in my head, because, I guess that's just something that I think about when I listen to some songs. So I did a My Chemical Romance number.
My kid would be mad into that.
Yeah.
That was your first
It was my first one, yeah. I did. It was from the Black Parade album. And I had like a hospital gown reveal kind of thing. It was real fun. And yeah.
Did you see it, Todd?
No.
I saw it on Facebook.
I did post. Yeah, I posted
Oh.
some video. I
Good.
posted some video. And then a couple of local queens. My drag name is Stevie Nips, rock and roll woman of mystery. But Miss Moose and Autumn Horizon, who are other two local queens with a little bit more experience than I am. But I've worked with them through our Dinner and Drag. That is a newer thing since last time I saw you guys. I started producing drag shows, which led to trying out drag. And now I might I'll still produce the shows, but maybe I'll be a spotlight and I'll be in drag while I'm putting on the shows. But yeah, so.
Do you think that makes you a better producer now that you've kind of had your shoes or your feet in the shoes of the performer?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of. I mean, the first Dinner and Drag that we do them at Bright Eye Brewing across the street from the shop. And the first one we did was I had barely any idea what I was doing. I was just winging it. Virginia Slim, a drag performer from Vancouver, is my host. And, it was her first time hosting. It was my first time producing. I've worked with her cousin, Holly Woods, who had done it with us before. And then we had Miss Moose. And it kind of worked. It still worked. We had a great time. It was awesome. And then we just were kind of like, okay, let's do another one. Nice. And yeah, so we've done a couple of those. Of course, we took a break over winter because Virginia is in Vancouver and getting here can be a little tricky. Yeah. So, but yeah, we have plans for more Dinner and Drag coming in the spring.
Same location?
Yeah, same location at Bright Eye. Also, I can't remember if I had this planned last time you guys were here, but I also do trivia. At Bright Eye on occasion. Yeah. Niche interest.
Like
trivia.
Bingo. Oh no, that's not trivia.
No, not bingo.
Bingo.
RuPaul's Drag Race trivia. I did that last week, and
you did horror trivia once that I showed up for.
Yeah, horror trivia. You did pretty good too.
I did pretty good as a solo team.
Emphasize horror.
Yeah. Actually, you're part of the reason why I adjusted the way I do my ticketing too, because I was like, well, what if one person wants to come?
Well, there you go. Exactly.
Pay $30. So yeah, now it's $10 a seat, and that helps me provide some cool prizes and stuff.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah, offsets that a little bit. So I've worked with Bright Eye quite a bit, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, and then the Midwinter Magic drag show, which was a local drag showcase, and me, Autumn, Miss Moose, and then two other new performers, Neptune Blues and Cosmopolitan, who also performed in drag for the first time at the amateur night. Like all of us got together and we did a show in January. Time is a flat circle.
Did it help to know that the other performers were also brand new at it? It helped, yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of like we were in it together. And,
safety blanket.
Yeah.
Nice,
and
nice.
I mean, Autumn, I think Autumn was the most seasoned out of all of us. So, she had no problem kind of like helping host and everything like that. So it was like, it was one of those things where, I think everything I do is kind of like, I have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm just going to do it and hope for the best and, just put my best foot forward and, trust the people that I'm working with too to help me make it happen. Yeah. So.
Well, it looks like you know what you're doing.
Thank you. It's all an illusion.
Oh. But if you can fool enough people, that's really all you need to be able to do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to fool no one, but and then, we've been doing like other events. The events is great to help keep the shop going. Like, I'm not like, I am a niche place, so I don't get the same amount of traffic as, somewhere else that might cater to a broader community.
But the traffic you do get is very loyal, I believe.
Yeah. And people are still discovering the shop every day. So,
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, so it's nice to
you have a new neighbor.
I have my regulars. Yeah, I have a neighbor, fantastic. I've gotten, people go and they order takeout and then they're like, oh, we're just waiting for food and we're just gonna have a look around, and it's kind of nice. In the spring, because I still am doing Misfit Night Market, but just not as often. Probably partnering with downtown Kamloops for the downtown night market in July during Busker Fest. We're working on that. And then October, December, of course. But in the spring, when Fantastic is closed on Sundays, I'm going to test out doing vendors in the back every other Sunday.
Wow.
April and May.
So like a more regular, smaller
just
market.
For 2 months, yeah. So like there'll be 4 total over the course of 2 months, and then like I'll rotate. Like I'd like to rotate vendors out, so it's maybe different vendors every time. And then and then it brings people in. It's good for the members of the shop. I did it for the first anniversary of the shop, and it was a really fun day. So I'm gonna try it again for a couple of months. It's part of the reason why I'm staying closed on Sundays for March, or going into spring. I'm going to test out a 4-day work week. But then I can still do pop-ups like that, or do another event on a Sunday. We'll see. I'm always open to like collaborating with people. So that extra day leaves things a little open on the weekend for, other possible things.
So how many performances have you done so far?
Oh, for Stevie? 2.
And when's the next one?
I don't know.
I love your makeup, by the way. Is it supposed to be scary looking? It's kind of scary.
Right now?
No. No. Stevie Nips.
Oh, yeah.
Stevie Nips. It's like beautiful, but it's like, it's got... Not now. God. It's beautiful now.
Gotta watch how you ask these questions, Kelsey.
It's scary. Your makeup's scary.
Mine is because I'm not wearing any.
Straight in the eye. Well, I do like to do the clown face a little bit, and kind of like, I mean, the first time I did it was because like the My Chemical Romance number.
Yeah.
But I actually really like it because for me, like, for my gender expression and like gender identity, I am kind of like, I'm perceived as a female. I'm fine with my body, but like I don't always really like, I don't feel like whatever like the gender roles that society like imbibes on us. Sometimes I don't really feel female. So like it's kind of nice to when I do my drag, I am more feminine.
Yes. But
it's also kind of like a caricature, but not a caricature like in a mocking way, but just kind of like this, like clown face, white. I kind of have like funky eyebrows with little points, and then very monochrome.
Yeah, but and 60s.
And well, the wigs, my favorite wigs are all kind of like bouffant, like what's like Nancy Sinatra kind of wigs.
It's a cool style.
I like it too.
It's a different. I've never seen drag makeup quite that like that. I mean, every drag makeup is different from the next, but yeah,
there's definitely like white face.
I really like
feel
the way
like
you
the
did
clown face is very and like the white paint is very common. Especially in like alternative drag. I'm still kind of learning how to do my makeup because
I think you did really great.
Just don't look too closely.
Oh.
no, not right now.
Is there like when it comes to drag performers and sort of the whole makeup and outfits and everything else, is there like a single kind of meaning behind it, or is it very per person, or what is the design of a drag performer's presentation kind of come down to, if that's a reasonable question?
I would definitely say it depends on the person.
Yeah.
I think performing is definitely an aspect of it. Like for me, once I'm in drag, I don't necessarily feel that transformation until I'm on stage performing the song. And then I become a completely different person. But, it is fun, like once you get the makeup on, like, the layers of the 5 pounds of makeup, you got your wig cap, your everything's taped back, your eyebrows are glued down, you got 7 layers of face paint, basically, a corset, 2 layers of tights minimum. Like, with all that, I still don't feel like, I still feel like me.
Yeah.
Just like, me dressed kind of uncomfortably. But then as soon as I'm on the stage and like about to like, that music starts playing, then it's like you kind of feel that. But I think for me, it's like my inner child and like my younger self is like 1,000% a theater kid. And I feel like that's where like I'm very reserved.
I think we all
now. Are. But I also think too, it's like, a lot of healing my inner child is like allowing that
her to play,
that side of me come out and play and like, be kind of a ham. Because I feel like I also, as I got older from being a kid, like a theater kid, I started to kind of like not really embrace that or express that. I don't know if that makes sense, but
sure. Yeah.
We kind of crumple our wings when we feel like we're not safe to open our wings.
Yeah.
High school is nasty that way.
To be your authentic self. Yeah, high school
is not a great place to try to be authentic.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
Yeah, you're trying to...
kudos to all the kids that do nowadays, especially. Like, I'm definitely almost kind of envious of them, but then like that's also like exactly who I'm here for too, even though my main demographic is older. Millennials. But
whoa,
the kids too.
We're still young. Ish. It's like I think I'm on the older end, but we're in the middle, I think. Yeah, we're just 25 really.
Yeah, I mean, us Gen Xers are the elders of, so you don't have to sweat it yet.
But yeah, no, drag is fun. I feel like everybody should try it once.
Like the dressing up, you mean?
The dressing up, but I don't know. I feel like performing can not be for everybody, but
I say that about improv. I'm like, oh, you'd be good at improv. You should do it. You should do it.
Oh, I thought you were telling me that, and I was like,
should.
Absolutely not.
Oh, why?
Because I'm not. I don't know.
I think, but.
No, because I wouldn't know what to do. I would just laugh. Like
that's
although I do love, what was that show? Whose Line Is It Anyways?
Yeah,
that show.
But I have a feeling improv would kind of help with drag.
Oh yeah,
especially.
If I wanted to go on Drag Race, Canada's Drag Race, sure. I don't. I will. I would never will. But it's
Yeah.
No, I feel like with Stevie, it's like I don't want it to like become another hustle
or obligation
or something I have to do. I didn't even want to tie it to the shop. I literally wanted to be a rock and roll woman of mystery and like, you know, not have the Haus of Misfit and Stevie Nicks kind of be intertwined too much, but I guess it's kind of like,
too bad.
Well,
she appears randomly and disappears into the sunset.
You're just too popular.
Yeah, but I'll bust it out, and you know, if I feel like if someone like, you know, wanted me to perform, then like as long as I, you know, don't have to be here, like I would do that. So, but I mean, it takes a lot of time to put on makeup, so. Like to get that big scary face on, it takes a while. So
it's good scary, like not like gory scary. It's like what's the word? Like
Elsie's trying to walk back her comments now.
Valley.
It's kind of striking, yeah. Uncanny valley.
Yeah, that's sort of it.
Well, thank you.
But I love it. Did anything inspire the look?
No, I don't know. No,
it just kind of happened.
It just kind of happened. I felt like I felt like I didn't want to do like super high femme, and like with the clown paint, it kind of takes that high femme away. So even if I'm dressed very, you know, maybe wearing like a really pretty dress, like I still kind of look a little.
You're still alternative.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, and I want to do like alternative songs and stuff too. Like, yeah. Like first song was My Chemical Romance. I did a Interrupter song for one of my numbers, and they're kind of like a ska punk band, but it's like a slow song, so it's not like it's like more of a punk ballad, if there is such a thing.
And where do you practice? Just in your like bathroom?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes when
good acoustics.
Yeah, sometimes when it's slow in here, I'll put on a song. Like I did that before the trivia night.
Nice.
It was pretty dead during the day, so I was like, well, I'm gonna put on this song and just kind of like, yeah. And then if someone walks in, I'm just like, set. Nothing to see here.
I love that.
Did it take some time to like land on the look, or did you know pretty much out of the gate that was sort of what you wanted?
Yeah, it's pretty much what I was planning on doing. Like I purposely bought the white makeup. I purposely like got like very like gray monotone for my contour and stuff. Yeah. So it was very, very intentional.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's like you were from a black and white photo. That's what the makeup looked like.
Yeah. Except for my ears. And my neck.
But I think that's even a cool effect too, to just have just the mask.
Yeah. It's kind of funny how we've spent so much of the stream talking about drag, which that wasn't even the intention.
Not really. These things just kind of go where they go.
What is our intention? Todd,
we'll just do a lip sync.
What
would your character be?
Like, what would the name be?
Yeah, who? Come on,
I had I made up a name at work today that was actually, I thought, an okay drag name, but I can't remember what the first name was. The last name was Onyx, though, which I thought was a good.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ollie Onyx.
Ollie Onyx isn't bad. Yeah.
Thank you.
I like punny names. Punny names are where it's at. Stevie Nicks was kind of like, I used it for obviously Stevie Nicks, kind of a little rock and roll. I also liked the fact that Stevie as a first name can be kind of neutral.
Sure.
So if I did want to deviate from my campy femme monotone,
campy,
and then maybe if I wanted to do like creature, or like maybe I do want to do something more masculine one day, then I could kind of like play with that a little bit more. Also, it was just kind of it's like these are real.
Nice work.
Yeah. But one of my friends who's Indigenous was like, you can use this name if you want. And I was like, what is it? He's like, Antacid. And I was like, oh,
that's good.
That's a good one too. And I was like, and I like that one also because like I am an ant. And also being called auntie by an Indigenous person is quite the honor as well.
Really?
I love that energy. I love auntie energy. And I am well, my nieces call me Titi. So I kind of I was like, oh, so I might change my drag name one day, but who knows?
Well, since you've asked, I thought of a name.
Oh, yes, excellent! What is your drag name?
I already told you guys.
No, wait.
Well, it's been a while. Sandy Clam.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah!
Sandy Clam, like a mermaid.
We have had this conversation before.
Yeah.
Well, at least I'm consistent.
You're inspiring me.
At least I'm consistent. Hey,
I
would love to. I should get in touch with the gal who put on that amateur drag night, because I think they were gonna do it, and then I don't know what happened. But that amateur drag night was such a great avenue to you just sign up, you do one song, right? There's no pressure. And I bet the atmosphere is so it's so supportive and supportive. Yeah, absolutely. I think it was besides Miss Moose and Autumn, I think it was almost everybody's first time. Wow. Right? So it's and there was 9 of us.
There you go, Todd. Here's your chance.
Yeah.
We just got to think of a name.
Oh, totally.
Or would you shave it? Would you
No.
No.
Okay.
I think
the bearded lady.
There's bearded drag queens. I love bearded drag queens.
Yeah, I think it's a look.
Alma B in the Lower Mainland, who's come here. I've seen some drag performers kind of at the I don't know what they use, but they do add color here. Yeah. And you're gray, which purple would be nice for you. And then they'll add glitter and stuff too. And
I'm already picturing it. Todd would be beautiful with purple.
I'd be okay with color and glitter in my beard, but not shaving it.
Yeah.
And then what about a wig?
I'd hope so, yeah.
Could we do this?
It was really fun. It was really funny. I think it was New Year's. We had a bunch of family over, and one of my uncles is very conservative. But my nieces like to grab my wigs and try them on, and so I let my youngest niece, who's 4, try it on, and then there was kind of showing all the family and everybody's laughing, and then I think I asked one of my uncles I was like, you want to try it on? And he's like, yeah. And then my conservative uncle tried it on, and I was like, my new drag daughter. But
well, good for him.
Yeah. I mean, just be cool, man.
It's just a wig.
It's just a wig. I don't know. Everything's performative, so.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. Even just how someone decides what they're going to wear on a given day is ultimately performative of who they feel like being that day, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, RuPaul. I think RuPaul went on, I don't know, one of those Jenny Jones kind of shows, back in Jenny Jones. Is that her name? Jenny
there was
Jones?
A Jenny Jones.
Lake, or, and it went on one of those shows back in, I don't know, the 80s or 90s. And they were talking about drag, and there was the live studio audience and stuff, and I think someone asked a question about I don't remember exactly what the question was, but it was all these guys in business suits, and RuPaul was like, you're in drag right now, look at your suit and tie,
right, exactly.
You're the part, you're playing the part.
You're cosplaying a business guy.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
So it's but it's fun. I don't know. I'm a big fat theater kid, and when I was little, I was always doing performances for my parents and stuff in the living room. So it's definitely fun to
Were you actually in theater though?
I was in Missoula Children's Theater.
Cool.
Up until grade 7. I didn't do musical theater in high school because I took sewing and cooking classes instead. So I didn't have the chance to do any musical theater once I was in high school. So it pretty much grade 7 was that was when it cut off.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
is there anything you'd like to say before we go?
Are you sad?
Are you sad we have to go?
I'm sad but rad.
Yeah, you are.
Support local.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where's your address again, just so people know?
We are on 275 Chalk Road on the North Shore in Kamloops. We are right next to Fantastic Grill, also a brand new local business that you should check out.
Also punny name.
Yeah, and then right across the street from Bright Eye Brewing.
Surplus Herbies, if you want like a hard hat that's not technically a hard hat, that's over there too.
And coming soon to the area, Lee's Music, I've heard.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, so I'm that's kind of another reason why I'm like, I'm not ready to give up.
Where are they going to
go? Finlay's, because Finlay's, the owner, retired. So I guess they're moving from their location to here. So I've heard. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I've heard that too. That's very cool.
Yeah,
I'm pretending to know where that
I'm
is.
excited because I'm like, yes, this little neighborhood, this little corner here, like our little spot. And like,
But you're really helping,
It's all because of you, Jess.
Yeah, it's your fault. Oh my God.
Please do not perceive me.
Hi, Grandma. Hi.
Hi, Kelsey's grandma. The perceiving will now end.
Goodbye.